If you'd like something a little sparkly and glitzy to go with your festive wear this Christmas, then I have got you covered. Hi, come on in. I'm Caroline, this is Caro-stitched, and today I am going to show you how to make these gorgeous sparkly scrunchies for your hair. Perfect for this time of year, for a little bit of added glitz and sparkle. You'll need all of these things, including a stitch marker and a hairband. Let's have a look at how we do it. To start with, we're going to use this lovely glittery yarn. Now it is Twinkle Fashion DK. I will put links for it down below. It's by Chimsy Brett. Really, really pretty. Doesn't show up quite so well on camera as it does in real life, but it is really pretty. We're going to use a hair bobble, as I call them, or hair band, one of those elastics. Always check them to make sure that they don't come apart, and our 4mm hook. So to start with, we will put our hook in through the center of our hairband. Take your yarn, hold your yarn between your finger and your thumb there, and hold it on just there to your hairband. Now, I always try to make sure I start just before the join. It just makes it easier. So put your yarn around your hook, put it through that band, keeping hold of it between your thumb and your finger there. Yarn over and pull through that loop. This helps to fix it, but you still need to keep hold of that yarn right there. We're going to make UK double crochets, US singles all the way around this hairband. So put your hook through, yarn over and pulling it through, yarn over and pull through both loops. Now keep hold of this end here, and we will crochet round it so that we can slip that off in a little, and we can then not have to weave it in at the end. So hook through, yarn over and pull back, and pull through both. Hook through, yarn over, pull back, and pull through both. And do this the whole way around till you get to the other end. But first of all, I will do a few more, and then what I'll do is just show you how I just then cut off this little end that we have here. I would usually do it for a little bit further, but this will do. What I do is I just take this end and I make sure I just pull it a little bit tighter, so that way it's not going to be showing up anywhere where it shouldn't be. There's not going to be lumps or bumps. Take your scissors and just snip that end off. There we go. And then just continue with your UK double crochets, US singles the whole way around. So hook through, yarn over, pull back, yarn over and pull through both. Oops. And do that all the way around, and I'll meet you back here. I finished this round, and you want it to be covering the hairband completely, but you don't want to push in just too many. So often when we do these, we keep pushing it backwards, and filling it up. This one we don't particularly do that, but we do make sure that it's nice and full and covers all the hairband. Now we will be using our little stitch marker at the end of this row, but to start this next row, round, we will just make a slip stitch to the first stitch right there. So simply put your hook in through that first stitch, yarn over, pull through, and pull through the loop on your hook. We're now going to make 4 chain, so that's 1, 2, 3, and 4. And we're going to slip stitch again into the next one. So hook through, yarn over, pull back, and pull through the loop on your hook as well. Another 4 chain, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and into the next one exactly the same with a slip stitch. So hook through, yarn through that stitch and through the loop on your hook, just like that. 4 chain again, and 4, and in through that next stitch, and we will make another slip stitch. And this is what we're doing the whole way around. So we are making 4 chain and 4, and then slip stitching into the next stitch. And what you will find is that this just makes this little pattern here where you can see it's all coming up this way, and you can see the little 4 chains in between. And you will just do this the whole way around into every single stitch. So you make the 4 chain and slip stitch into the next, and you'll do that the whole way around. And I'll meet you when you come back to the end to show you what to do next. So I just have one more stitch to do here. Sorry, one more of these loops to do. So we do our 4 chain, 1, 2, 3 and 4, and we are going to join here to this first one right there, if you can see where it is. Yarn over, pull through, and pull through that loop on your hook as well. Now we're ready to start our next round. Now we are going to work in the round, so we won't be chaining and so on ready for the next one, but what we are going to do is to take our little stitch marker, and we're going to mark our last stitch. This just helps us when we come to our final round to be able to see what we're doing. Oops, lost my hook. So we're just going to make it, put it in here into this final chain of 4 right here, just like that. Now to continue, we are going to chain 4, 1, 2, 3 and 4, and into this first chain 4 from the last round we are going to put a slip stitch. So put your hook in through there, yarn over, pull through, and pull through the loop on your hook. Do 4 chain, 1, 2, 3 and 4, and do the same into that next loop right there. 4 chain, 1, 2, 3 and 4, and into this next chain 4 space we'll put the hook, yarn over, pull back and pull through the loop on your hook to make a slip stitch. 4 chain, 1, 2, 3 and 4, and into the next one. We just do this the whole way around. Do it again, 1, 2, 3 and 4, and into the next one, yarn over, pull it back and pull through the loop on your hook. Do that the whole way around until you get back here to the beginning, and I will meet you when you're at that last stitch right there. So you can see this is my last stitch right here. We are going to do 4 chain, 1, 2, 3 and 4. We're going to take out that stitch marker and just join into that stitch right there, and then we are going to put our marker into our last stitch, do 4 chain, 1, 2, 3 and 4, and again just start working the whole way around in exactly the same way as we've been doing the whole way, slip stitching into the chain holes and then doing 4 chain and doing the whole thing all over again. 1, 2, 3, nearly did only 3 there, that's 4, and into the next one. You want to do 2 more rounds of this, the whole way round twice more. Keep on moving that stitch marker so that you know where the last stitch is, so that you can complete your rounds. And it's more for when you come to the last round entirely that you need to know where that last stitch is. So I will meet you when you finished your next 2 rounds, meet you right back here when you finish those. So I've come to my last stitches here. I've done my 4 rows of the pattern area. I'll take out stitch marker, put it aside. I'm just going to slip stitch into there, and now this is our last little stitch right here. What we want to do is do another 4 chain, 2, 3 and 4, and then what we want to do here just to finish it off is just to, if you can see right in between there, we want to just put our hook into that stitch right there and slip stitch just to finish the entire thing off. Pull your yarn longer, take your scissors and snip it off. And now we've already, as I say, finished in this particular one when we started it off, this particular end. We want to now finish in this end. So make sure you have it on the right side. There you want to finish it off. Take your end, get your needle, put your yarn through it. And we are just going to run our needle down through a couple of these so that we can pull our yarn through, just like that. And as we always do, we want to be able to put a little knot in our yarn so that it doesn't become unraveled, because that's the last thing we actually want when we have crocheted something. So just slip your needle under one loop right there, take your yarn, put it around your needle and pull it through. Now this just forms, as I say, a very tiny knot. You can't see it, but it just keeps everything nice and tight and stops it from unraveling. Put your needle through some more of those loops and then just bring it back through a couple, and we will then just cut it off. That just finishes it in nice and tight and stops it from unraveling. And you've got your lovely little glitzy festive scrunchie. And along with the other ones, they look absolutely gorgeous. They're perfect for a stocking filler and also for this lovely nights out. Absolutely perfect. Everything I've used, as I say, will be in the description box down below. And so these scrunchies are one of the ones I've used as a stocking filler, and it is highlighted in my crochet community on Skool, which is called the Crochet Circle. And on that I have a lot of other makes that is highlighted from different makers as well. All lots of lovely little stocking fillers, just as last week, because we're running the 6 weeks of Stitchmas. If you'd like to join, love to have you there. You can join over 100 other members that we all enjoy each other's company, suggest lovely makes and get help from beginners all the way through to help you crochet with confidence. So please join that. Link will be in the description box down below. All that's left for me to say is thank you for joining me, for keeping me company, and I'll see you in the next one.